Now, we've been hearing a lot of reports of China's slow growth dealing a blow to the global economy. A professor at Johns Hopkins University and the IMF's former deputy managing director says another risk factor is the current situation in the European Union. Kim Min-ji shares with us Anne Krueger's insights.
The crisis in the eurozone stands as the biggest downside risk facing the global economy this year. That's according to Anne Krueger, the former first deputy managing director of the IMF, who says there are many challenges that could shape the fate of the European Union in the months to come.
While the situation in Greece is not immediately critical, there are still chronic issues in that country which could turn to crisis, but it's by no means over. Ukraine has difficulties, as we know, both economic and geopolitical. And in the rest of the eurozone, there are difficulties that must be resolved. The British are slated to hold an election on whether to stay in the European Union or in June, and there is considerable uncertainty as to what the outcome will be. Refugee crisis, which is of course very big and constitutes a fundamental challenge to the Europeans and to their unity.
Krueger, currently a professor at Johns Hopkins University, said the outlook for the rest of the world doesn't look so rosy either, with faltering global commodity prices and a slowdown in China tugging on the global economy. She said we are living in a two-track world in which recovery and recession coexist.
On one hand, the outlook for the American economy and a few others is good, as I said, while on the other hand, there are a large number of countries whose prospects are much poorer. While there are a few countries in the middle, their near-term future will be determined in significant part by the balance between the expansion of the countries doing well and the recession or the slowdown or the stagnation, call it what you will, in the countries that are doing badly.
On a more positive note, the former policymaker said that the American economy continues to improve, and if it sustains its momentum, it may have an impact on the global economy down the line. But she also noted that the U.S. is not as dominant as before and that it too is affected by global uncertainties. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News.